Day 5 of our Coast to Coast was a new experience for us. My mom and I had never had to skip a day on one of our walking trips, even when she thought she might have to have her little Joe amputated. It was hard to miss a day with such beautiful weather and so many fun animals, but it wasn't really optional. Thankfully, we had my dad, who could forge on and take some video for us.
Today was a first for us. My feet were so torn up after the long and rocky days 3 and 4 of this trek that Molly and I had to take day 5 off to let them heal. While this was a tough decision, my feet were killing me, and I hoped that a recovery day would save the rest of the trek. Because we had our hotels booked ahead of time and we only had a limited number of days to do this walk, we just skipped a day. So Pablo got up early and started walking while we slept in, stayed off our feet as much as possible, and tried to find something to do to pass the time all day. I've always had problems with blisters, but this is the worst I've ever had them. On this trip, Molly and I, especially her, became blister specialists, trying pretty much every product available in the UK. My feet have very soft skin and are really prone to blisters. I changed my socks 3 times on day 4, in addition to coating my feet in Vaseline and bandaging all hot spots as soon as I felt them, but I still got 5 new blisters. Enough complaining about that. Pablo decided to forge on, and even though it isn't his thing, he took video for us during his walk.
Good morning. It is day 5 of our Coast to Coast walk, and today we're going from Shap to Kirkby Stephen.
This stage connects the Lake District National Park with the Yorkshire Dales National Park. It's a long stage, but there isn't a lot of elevation change and the footing's mostly soft, so Pablo found this to be his easiest day so far. It was a very peaceful walk, full of livestock, and it took him much less time than previous days.
One thing about setting out early in the morning in England is you might run across some sleeping animals. I've been waking up all the sheep and cows along the way. Those 2 white ones back there didn't particularly care for my presence, so I had to walk around a bit. But I'm here on the other side.
This is the Greyhound Inn. Breakfast. Had dinner at that table last night. One consequence of hiking long days on this trail is that you arrive at the hotel late. That means that you're the last one to sign up for breakfast slots, and so you get the latest ones. Today, our breakfast slot wasn't until 8:45. As we were taking a rest day, that actually played in our favor, but it meant that Pablo had to skip breakfast and just eat snacks along the way. As we return to the scenes from the pastoral English countryside along Pablo's trek, take note of the velvety trail of grass. When I saw how the trail was afterwards, I did wonder if I could have made it through the day, but I think my feet probably would have caught up to me eventually. This is a hiker from New Zealand that we chatted with some on previous days. Pablo was lucky enough to run into him early in the day, so they hiked the rest of the day together. While the previous days in the Lake District National Park featured sheep that were very acclimated to hikers, the sheep on day 5 were less keen on people being nearby. This stage is probably much less traveled by day hikers. After a 30-minute wait for a taxi at our hotel, the bartender offered to take us to Kirkby Stephen, and we accepted. These guys are so nice, we couldn't get a taxi. and they are driving us to Kirkby Stephen. There's our hotel.
Were you from America?
So I just stopped at the Sunbagging Cafe. Felt like a little bit like being on the Camino. Have a coffee and a piece of cake. We are at the Sunbagging Cafe and Rest Stop. And this is the local dog. And there's the shop up there. So the walk today has been all through little hills and valleys, very gentle rolling, lots of cattle, here the sheep, I call them the mamas. Beautiful spot, beautiful day, very pleasant day connecting the lakes park with the next park up starting tomorrow. Not a rest day because of the length, but a pleasant day nonetheless.
We were both somewhat disappointed that we had to miss this day, so we tried to have fun everywhere we could. This lemon tart from Costa Coffee was so good that neither of us wanted to finish it and deprive the other of having the last bite. Since most of the town was closed because of travelers coming through, we had to spend a lot of the day in coffee shops and bistros instead of cute shops. That being said, it wasn't a huge sacrifice to hang out in cafes all day.
We are in Kirkby Stephen. Having a relaxed lunch in the Panine Hotel and Bistro. More scenes around Kirkby Stephen.
Yes, there's an element as the car disintegrated, he went through it.
A lot of support for Ukraine in the UK. See the Ukrainian flag at the top of the church.
We're about to cross that bridge. Looks like it could be Roman, although I don't know. And more rolling hills and sheep. That's been the story of the day. Rolling hills and sheep. So we just climbed up this valley from this little river, and there's an old railway that's been turned into a walking path, and you can see in the distance there a viaduct where the railway would have gone over the valley.
You need a break?
I'm okay. Only 2 more flights.
This is Molly's rest day workout. We're in the Stinkrith apartment, which is extremely nice.
Oh, he hasn't talked to me.
Oh, perfect for drying our clothes, which I need to get going on. We have our own kitchen with lots of food. And then, check this out. We have bathroom there. Bedroom for Molly right there. Another bedroom here with its own bathroom. Very nice. Molly and I are in our apartment now that we rented in Kirkby Stephen. And this is what we're doing on our rest day. We committed that if we took a rest day, we were going to rest because we're exhausted and my feet are all torn up. Got my feet up. We're just chilling. And it's nice. Molly's friends are awake now. She can catch up with them. And I'm catching up on some of my daily videos, so perfect.
After buying some food and drinks from a local grocery store, we didn't really leave the apartment for the rest of the evening. My mom and I cooked a delicious pasta dinner, finished up the laundry, and tried to rest our feet and legs as much as possible. After a little nap, we cleaned up, made sure we were hydrating properly, and went to bed early. Overall, I think we maximized our rest day. We slept in, took a nap, and turned in early to catch up on sleep, ate and hydrated consistently, and kept my mom's feet elevated as much as we could. Hopefully, we will be back on the trail tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.